What's up guys, welcome back to another YouTube video from Upscale X-otics. I'm Tristan from Upscale X-otics. As always, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Big news, we got a Reptile Expo coming up. It's one of the biggest in the country. It's the Anaheim Reptile Super Show. If you're in the Los Angeles area or SoCal area, please make your way out there. Or even if you're close, you know, maybe you're gonna stay close by. I'm telling you, it's definitely worth the drive. There's vendors from all over the country coming over to show off their stuff, show off what they produce. You're gonna find pretty much everything there reptile related. Really hope that you guys can make it. If you guys can come out there, make sure to stop by our booth. We're gonna have a lot of really cool snakes. We're gonna bring the fire. I'm gonna be posted right there next to Randy Foster from Dark Cloud Reptiles. Also, these shirts, we just got them printed. They're pretty sweet. Check out the back. Nice big logo in the back. So what we're gonna be doing, because this is our first time selling at a show of this magnitude, if you come and you buy any snake from us, any purchase from the Upscale X-otics booth, then you're gonna get a free shirt. While supplies last, of course, I think we got around 150 shirts, so make sure you stop by and get them while they last. Also, the shirts will be for sale, but again, like I said, if you get anything from our table, we're just gonna go ahead and give you a free shirt just to show some love to you guys. So for today's video, we're actually gonna be doing pretty much a setup. I'm gonna show you guys what we do to set up for a show like this, what we're gonna be packing, what we're taking, just because I get a lot of questions of you know, I really wanna start selling at shows, and what do I bring? What should I take, or what should I not take? What's necessary? And I'm gonna be honest, guys, this is gonna be my first time selling at a show at this magnitude. So I'm sure, you know, in a couple months from now, when I'm making another one of these videos, it's gonna look a little bit different. But for this show, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm taking and kind of my reasoning behind it, just so you guys can get an idea if maybe you aspire to sell at a show one of these times. So let's get right into that. All right, here we go. We have everything that we need here to take to the expo. We're gonna be packing it up today. Hopefully, I can make all of this fit in one of these. I might use another one just for the cleaning supplies. I'll tell you guys why in just a second. But when you guys are out there at the Reptile Super Show, make sure you look for this banner, because we're gonna be posted right there. We got this made a couple weeks ago, and you know, I couldn't be happier with it. It's nice and big, so make sure to be looking out for that. Come stop by and say hi to us. But for all the supplies, we got a lot of things to pack up today. I'm gonna be going over kind of everything, just kind of one by one as fast as I can, kind of show you kind of my thought process behind that. So first, we're gonna start off over here. Right, I got 4 tablecloths, right? I believe I'm only gonna have 2 tables, but the rest of the tablecloths are gonna be to cover everything up while I'm gone and make sure everything is nice and secure. So these are 8-foot tablecloths, because they're gonna be 8-foot tables. Depending on which show that you wanna vend at, you know, they might have 6-foot or 8-foot tables, but these right here are for 8-foot tables, so they're real nice and big. And while we're on the subject of those, these right here are runners. You know, some people get their whole tablecloths printed, but that was kind of expensive for me. And again, I don't want to print an 8-foot tablecloth if sometimes the shows are only gonna have 6-foot tables. So what I did is I just got this runner right here printed. You hold that up so you guys can see it right there. So I got these printed, and pretty much these just go on top of any tablecloth. So I got those tablecloths pretty cheap on Amazon for like, I don't know, like 15 bucks. And I got to save a little bit of money, while at the same time just being a little smarter, because like I said, we are going to be able to use these on any table, whether that's a 6-foot table or an 8-foot table, or honestly anything. So let's start packing these up. And like I said, we're going to try to be space efficient here, because I don't want to be hauling up to the show holding like a million boxes. So we're going to use these Sterilite tubs right here. I'm going to put these away. Hit my head there. But next, stickers. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been going crazy over these stickers that my buddy over at Sticker This Decals made. Make sure you go check him out on Instagram. He has some really high quality stuff that he's printing out there. I couldn't be happier. So far we have around I believe 300 to 400 stickers, but I'm making some extra stickers, some limited edition stuff. They're gonna look really cool. So make sure you come to the booth and ask for those. I'll be handing those out. Just say you're saying hello from Instagram or YouTube, and I'll make sure to hand you guys some of those. So again, we're gonna put these all together in one tub right there. Next, we got our label maker. Now these are really important, because you know, some people I have paint pens right now. A lot of people use paint pens. You've seen that at the shows if you've gone to a show. And some people use labels. I'm gonna try my best to do labels, but obviously if someone comes and says, hey, I wanna buy this, can you just put it on hold for me? They might put a deposit down, or might pay for it full, but they just wanna keep shopping around. I don't want to make a whole nother label for that, but I will be using paint pens to mark them down. And like I said, for the most part, the actual labels themselves will be made with this label maker. And the reason that I'm bringing the whole label maker is I will make them ahead of time, but I'm gonna bring more snakes and actually have displays. So as one gets sold, I'm gonna be rotating them in and out, in and out, in and out. So as I go, I'm gonna have to be maybe making labels and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and pack this guy up. So we're gonna put him away, and again, right here we have more paint pens. We have them in different colors. We have black, gold is obviously the Upscale X-otics cutters are black and gold, so I like to stick with that color scheme. We have pens, pencils, markers, and while we're on the subject of that, I am gonna bring a receipt book. Obviously, when someone comes to your booth and they want to buy something, you have to make sure you give them a receipt. Just looks a little bit more professional that way as well. And right here, we got our label tape. We're going to be using that, obviously, when we're printing labels for all of our animals that we're rotating in and out. We're going to go ahead and put this one away. Next, let's see, we got business cards, right? You need good business cards. Here are my business cards. Let me give it give you guys a closer look. Let me take one of these out. Here we go. So if you've bought a snake from us before and gotten it shipped, you're gonna get a couple of these, and these are the same ones I'm gonna bring out to my show. I'm gonna put them up there for everyone to go ahead and take some, and I just leave them out there so that anyone can take them, right? Obviously, stickers are a little bit more expensive, so usually when you have, you know, cool interactions with people is when you give out stickers, but business cards, you always wanna have them readily available. So make sure you guys order a ton of them. I'm gonna be taking 2,000, which I don't know if I'm gonna give out 2,000, but better to be prepared, over-prepared than under-prepared, right? So we're gonna go ahead and put these guys away. And we're looking pretty good on space so far. Again, I do want to be space efficient just because I don't want to be taking so many things over to the show. Next, we got 2 packs of 50 feet, well 52 feet to be exact, heat cable. And the reason I'm bringing this is because while you're gone, you need your reptiles to stay in a good temperature environment. So we're going to bring these along with this right here, which is just a thermostat that I got on Amazon, pretty cheap. I think it was like 20, maybe 30 bucks, if that, right? And we're gonna be using this to keep our animals safe and warm while we're gone overnight. Put these away over here. All right, next, let's go over here. These guys right here are gonna be our business card holders. These are pretty sweet. Again, I got these on Amazon. I got most of my stuff here on Amazon, but these are business card holders. I got them pretty inexpensive. Again, I wanted them gold because they fit with our color scheme. Sorry, these are a little complicated. There we go. Okay. Scissors for when we make the labels. Sometimes they come up with a little bit of a longer tab on one side, so I'm going to cut those with that. And then these guys right here are really, really important. If you get the displays that everyone else has, obviously if you've gone to a show, you see there's different displays. Some people just have straight up deli cups. I use the really classic acrylic displays, the ones that are made out of plexiglass or acrylic, and then, you know, the 3-tiered, that's what I use. And these actually go in there and they're the liners. So just in case your snake poops or pees or whatever it does, right, you're able to take it out and clean it really, really quick. These are the Reptile liners, I believe, that I believe I got them on Superior Shipping Supplies. Pretty inexpensive. I like to use these. I cut them to size, and they're gonna be, again, rotating in and out all the time. So I'm just gonna put these guys in here. I got different sizes. These are the 4-inch ones. These are 5. These are a little bit bigger. I think these are 7s and these are 10s. Because I'm gonna be using all these, and again, these are the extras that I'm gonna have just on hand, ready to go. Next, we got right here. We got a Square reader that I just got. I made an account with Square because it's always important for when people come up to your booth that you have different ways for them to buy a snake. Imagine if you only take cash and the dude's like, well, you know what? I only got a credit card because I just spent all my money buying so many cool reptiles, right? You always want to have another form of payment ready and available so that you can accept it. Right here is just gonna be our cash box. Got this one on Amazon as well, probably like 25 bucks. Pretty inexpensive. Gonna put this guy away as well. And we have some cleaning supplies over here. I'm gonna go over those really, really quick. But next, we got reptile bags. It's really important to have these on hand. Obviously, you're selling reptiles, so make sure you have these. Depending on what you're selling, right? If you're selling geckos or lizards or monitors or anything like that, you're probably not gonna wanna use these, of course. You're gonna wanna use deli cups, different types of tubs, containers, things like that. But for me, we're just gonna go straight with ball pythons this show. So reptile bags are super important. We got obviously different sizes. These are the 8x12s. These are the 12x16s. Usually gonna be for, you know, maybe a full grown male or some sub-adults. And these right here, we might be taking a few of my, not retired, but female breeders I don't use anymore, right? Some single gene stuff, some normal, some pastels, things that I don't really have room for, as you know, Upscale X-otics is growing. We're kind of moving different directions and not breeding too many normals anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and put these away, and that will be the last thing that fits in this box. Let's see if it fits. Like that. I think it's gonna be tight, but I think we can do it. I think we're good. Let me get the lid. And there we go, guys. We made it all fit. Obviously, it's popping out a little bit, but that's not too big of an issue just because these have straps and everything's kind of, there's nothing that I have to worry about popping or damaging like that. Oh, so there we go. It's a little heavy, but like I said, I'm probably gonna take a wagon, take it all in. I'd rather have something really heavy than like bring a million boxes in. So there we go. Next, we're gonna talk about cleaning supplies, as that's gonna be really, really important for you to bring, obviously, to a show. Let's get right into that. All right, now we gotta get into cleaning supplies. Again, cleaning supplies are super important for you to take for various reasons, which we'll go into right now. It's funny, I feel like I'm doing like some type of infomercial, like, hey, check this out. But wait, there's more. So, cleaning supplies are really important for multiple reasons. One, you gotta make sure your things are always clean. You wanna look presentable, you wanna look professional, you wanna make sure that your booth is the cleanest one there. So that's something you always gotta worry about. But also, just the care for your animals, right? If something uses the restroom, maybe a lot of people don't think about that because you don't always see, you know, a snake that just pooped when you go to an expo, but it happens, guys. So you want to make sure you're well prepared and you're not just scooping it out and throwing it away, right? You want to make sure it's clean and it's sanitized, right? So first of all, let's get into these guys right here. So right here, I just have a full bottle of F10 ready to go. If you don't know what F10 is kind of the industry standard. It's a veterinary cleaner. It's really, really strong, really potent. It comes concentrated, right? They only sell it concentrated. You mix it in with water and it pretty much cleans and sanitizes everything. So if there's ever any you know, a snake goes to the restroom or anything like that, this is gonna be my go-to. First and foremost, it's gonna clean everything, make sure everything's nice and spotless. And again, you can use it as a cleaner as well to make sure things are nice and shiny. And another spray that I have right here, this is actually a cocktail that was, this formula was given to me by Randy Foster from Dark Cloud Reptiles. Shout out Randy. What this is, it's kind of a mix of ivermectin. And if you don't know what ivermectin is, it's pretty much an anti-parasite like liquid that a lot of people use for a lot of different things, but this is actually one of the best things that I've ever seen to be used for mites, right? You hear a lot of just terrible stories of people that go to the shows and either they're buying snakes and they accidentally buy a snake with mites, or two, they're selling at the show, someone's like picking up a bunch of snakes and they go to your booth and they accidentally give you mites. That's something that you never want. So this is, I'm gonna spray this on everything, right? I'm not gonna go overboard, but I am gonna spray my entire booth just with a little bit of this to make sure if any mites come to my area, they're gonna die kind of on contact, right? Or at least they're gonna be repelled. And all my enclosures beforehand are already gonna be sprayed with this stuff, so that if there's ever any contact again, mites will not survive on any of my surfaces. Again, this is ivermectin. If you want to know what this is, give me a shout out. I'll shoot you the recipe for this. But again, this works wonders. This is also pretty cool because some people use prevenamite and mite spray and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is kind of an all-in-one. So you can use this for enclosures, you can use this for cleaning, as well as directly on your snakes. It's completely safe to put on your snakes. Obviously, you don't want to overdo it, but it's good. It's fine and it's safe to put on your snakes. So I'm going to definitely be bringing this, as it's going to be super important for the safety of my animals. Next for cleaning, we're going to bring just some Clorox wipes, right, to wipe things down, make sure things are sanitary, things are clean. I'm going to put those away right there. And then paper towels, super important, obviously. I might be needing even more than this. I really don't think so, but if we do, I'm gonna have more on hand. And then I'm bringing some of these guys, which are just, hand sanitizers. We're in COVID times, but I would say even if you're watching this video, a couple of years from now, and we're not really dealing with COVID anymore, which right now we're still kind of in the middle of it, it's important to have hand sanitizer for multiple reasons. One, you don't know where people have been, what they've touched, and they're gonna be touching your animals. So I always make sure they give a couple pumps of this. They make sure their hands are clean before they touch any of our animals. Also, again, right now we're in COVID time, so it's important, just it looks professional. Have a couple of these on the corner of your tables, just for people to walk by and clean their hands. Very, very important. So we're gonna put these all away. And I don't know if you noticed, I packed these in a completely separate enclosure. Not enclosure, a separate tub, I mean. The reason for that is because I don't want to pack it with any of my valuable stuff. All the valuable stuff is pretty much all the stuff that you saw in the other tub earlier in the video. The reason for that is you saw how tight that tub was, right? If I were to just throw some of these in there, chances are they could burst and just ruin things that are really, really important, like my tablecloths, like my runners, like my label maker, things that I don't want to have wet. Obviously, most of the stuff isn't too bad, it's not sticky or anything like that, but you don't want any of that stuff wet. You want it nice, clean, and ready to go. So I always like to pack my cleaning stuff separate, and I got a perfect size tub for that. We're gonna be taking that to the show. Also, we're gonna have to pack this up, and I have boxes and boxes and boxes of t-shirts for you guys. So make sure you guys stop by again. It's gonna be September 11th and 12th at the Anaheim Super Show. Make sure you come and stop by, say hi to me, say you're saying hello from Instagram or from YouTube, and I'll make sure to give you guys some stickers. I cannot wait to see you guys there. If you're debating, if you're not sure you should go, I'm telling you, go, you won't regret it. It's gonna be the best time of your life. I'll see you guys there. Love you guys.